Joining us now is artist Jay Sean, who's here to talk about his new album, Neon, before it debuts on July 30th. Thanks for joining us.
Of course, thank you.
So this is not the first album that you released here in the US, but how is it different from some of your earlier work?
It's going back a bit more to my R&B roots, this album, because the two albums that I had previous, which America never heard, were a bit more on that sort of R&B, soulful, pop side of things, as opposed to what America heard of me, which of course was a lot more of the up-tempo dance party tracks.
And now I know in the past you've worked with some great fellow artists on other songs. Who do you collaborate with on this album?
There were 3 collaborations on this album, pretty hip-hop heavy in terms of like, I mean, you know, they're hardcore. You know, we've got Busta Rhymes, who of course is awesome. We've got Rick Ross, who of course is
also
awesome. And he's on the song Mars, which is my current single. And then we have Ace Hood. And Ace Hood is, you know, for me, one of the dopest MCs that is out there. And I'm definitely, can tell you guys now, is definitely on the way up. So, you know, super excited about that one.
Now, you mentioned that this style, you know, you have experience with, but what was inspiring you making this new music?
I didn't want to be in a lane which I had a song which could have been sung by, you know, any other artist. It has to be unique to who you are, and I feel like that identity of artists has kind of been lost recently, and I didn't want to be a part of that scene anymore. I felt like, you know, I had what I have to offer. We're all unique. That's why we're called artists and not singers. We represent our own thing, you know? So that's what made me want to go back there.
Now, you're a multi-platinum selling artist, and you've also accomplished many, you know, impressive things, including your 2008 single Down was the first song from a British artist to top the Billboard 100 since Freddie Mercury of Queen in 1980. That's kind of a big deal. I'm wondering, what's the next goal?
Yeah, all right, after that. I think for me, really, you know, being able to make music that I'm proud of, being able to make music that my fans are proud of is a very important thing. And that takes, I think, you know, that takes, for me, artistic integrity is the most important thing for me. So that's sort of what's the top of my priority.
Now, you mentioned this is your second album to be released in the United States. I'm wondering, being a Brit living in the US, is there anything about Americans that really just surprises you? Just
how, honestly, I know you guys might not know this, but how friendly you are and how much you want to talk to strangers is one of the most, that's the thing that struck me the most. In England, we're kind of a little bit reserved. Yeah. So we don't talk to anyone if we're in the elevator, we don't talk to anyone if we're on the train. God forbid someone sits next to you on the plane and tries to even strike up a conversation, it's not happening. Whereas here in America, they're just, you know, and I love that because I'm a social person as well. I'm a social person and I love making new friends. And, you know, for me, it's now I live here and I kind of feel like I just fit in really well, you know, and I like that.
Well, thank you so much for visiting with us today. Of course. Your new album will be out on July 30th.
July 30th. It's called Neon. Please do go check that out.
Just a few days away. Well, thanks so much.
Of course. Thank you.